I think we are live. Okay, just wait. Yeah, I think we need to start the session. Okay. First of all, welcome Shailesh and Vikram uh,
Yes, thank you,
uh,
Rahul.
uh,
Yes,
to
sir.
our live stream. Okay. So this is our first live stream. Okay. Um, the reason behind that, like taking the live stream, like when we upload any roadmap videos or when we upload any mock interviews, lots of our DevByte school community member asking multiple questions. Okay, and we are not answer them as quickly as possible. Okay, and they are asking a cross question to us, and we are not like we are addressing the all questions, but still like there is a delay or they are in time. Okay, so to answer the all questions, okay, what thought come in my mind. Okay, so on each week, okay, let's create one live session on a Sunday, like for example 9 p.m., like the same date and time. So whatever questions our DevByte school community member have, okay, regarding the career growth, okay, any questions, okay, we will try to address that. So all our community member questions solved. Okay, so I guess 2 weeks ago we share one Excel sheet. Okay, so in that Excel sheet, we ask our DevByte school community member if they have any questions. Please ask. Okay, we will try to address that. But we are totally busy on our website. That reason we not answer them. Okay, so how this session is goes. Okay, first we take these important questions. Okay, which we are addressing. Okay, after if anyone have any questions regarding any career tips and all those stuff, they can ask directly in comment section. Okay, we read that comment and we will answer that. Okay, okay, that's clear now. So first we take a questions that already asked in Excel sheet. Okay, Google Excel sheet, and after that we will answer the question which come in a comments. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, uh, let me know if I'm not audible or any delay in my voice. Okay, first please say hi in comments like I'm audible or not.
Yes, you are audible, Rahul.
Okay, okay, let's ask viewers also. um, we will wait for like 20 seconds more. Okay, till then I share my screen. Okay, um share screen. Okay, um is my screen visible? Okay, Vikram and Shailesh.
Yes, your
Yes,
screen.
your screen is visible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like I think lots of questions asked in that particular um, Google Forms. Okay, so I remove the duplicate questions. Okay, and arrange that with respect to multiple domains. For example, backend developer. Okay, I add all question related to the backend development. Then all question related to full stack stuff. Okay, then application development. Okay, so I will answer the backend development questions. Okay, after that for full stack, like Vikram, you are expertise as a full stack developer, so
Yes.
you will answer the all full stack developer questions. Okay, after that Shailesh, you are expertise as a app development, so you can answer uh, the app development questions. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So let's start with like first question. So one user asked question like how to become a Java backend developer. Okay. So to becoming a Java backend developer, we already create one roadmap video. Okay. You can watch that video. You get a clear idea about this. Okay. So first you need to learn core Java. Okay. So in a core Java, learn a basic things. For example, data types, control statement, then collection part, multi-threading, exception handling. Okay. After that, after you complete the whole basic stuff of a core Java, you can study Spring Boot. Okay, Spring Boot is one of the great framework. Okay. That are widely used as a enterprise application. Okay. Then database knowledge also important. Okay. So there are two types of database over there: relation and non-relation database. I suggest you to just study a SQL language. Okay. Because SQL language a common between all relational database. And as per your organization, they are using any other non-relation database like MongoDB or Redis. You can study that with respect to your project. Okay. So database is important. Then if you have free time, you can study Spring Cloud also, microservice. Okay. So this is one of the great microservice framework. Okay. And study some AWS stuff also. Okay, like S3 bucket, EC2, how to deploy a project in a cloud. Then uh, Kubernetes, Docker stuff. Okay. So if you done this whole stuff, then you're good to become a Java backend developer. Okay. Then second question is like career growth as a Java developer for fresher and experience. Okay. So as per I have like total 7+ years experience in the software industry as a dedicatedly a Java backend developer. So career is very good because whatever enterprise application develop in MNC companies or in a product based companies. Okay, they need a secure applications. Okay. Like startup required application, like in agile way, they are not focused on more security stuff. Okay. For example, Node.js over there. Okay. It's not secure at that level. Okay. But if you if you see the Java and a Spring Boot. Okay, it's more secure as compared to other framework. Okay. So if you are plan to study if you plan to go MNC companies or good product based companies or mid range or starter companies, so you can study Spring Boot and Java. So as a Java developer, um, career growth is very great. Okay. But you not expect a high package at the starting point. You can take a good package at the starting point, and as your experience grow, your also package also increase. Okay. One thing I miss in a Java backend developer roadmap, which is DSA. Okay, I will discuss DSA at the end of the video. Okay. Third question is what is the best way to practicing coding. Okay. Different websites are available, but which one is the best. Okay. Also, do we need to deep dive into questions, or just need to do a basic necessary. Okay. Same questions come in my mind when I preparing for DSA. Okay. Because what happened, like as a developer, we developing application, and in DSA everything is totally different. Like you are studying sorting over there. Okay. Sorting, then you're studying tree graph. Okay. That are totally out of box. Okay. And your motivation goes down sometime, because like development is totally different thing and DS is very different thing. But as an interview perspective, okay, DS is more important for a fresher also. And if you are a experienced person, range between like 7 to 8 years, still DS is important, because first round is a coding round. Okay. So what I follow basically, I did lead code, uh, top 150 questions. Okay, that mostly ask in interviews. Okay. So if you're not yet started DSA, I suggest you to complete first top 75 lead code questions. Okay. After that, completing top 75, jump to a 150 questions. Okay. And when you completing the 150 questions, and you are targeting like Mang and Fang type company, you can go and do top 350 questions. Okay. If you did top 30 350 questions is quite enough to crack any companies. 150 is quite enough to crack like companies range between like top 6 to below that. Okay, so I suggest you like then one question coming mind, we need to do development also, we need to do DSA also, we need to practice all the stuff. I suggest you to do one thing, do one question per day. Okay, just give a time slot of 30 minutes for DSA, and in that time slot just do one questions. Okay, after that in the next day do another question. Okay, and on a Saturday Sunday do theoretical stuff like study a tree, then study a graph, then what is the traversing in a tree and graph. Okay, do that. Okay, so first like Monday to Friday do practice. Okay, and Saturday Sunday study a theory. Okay, and divide your time schedule with respect to all topics. Like what I did, like I have multiple topics. I need to study a Java, I need to study a Spring Boot, I need to study a SQL, I need to study a operating system, networking, then DSA. Okay, lots of things over there. So I divide all topics with respect to weeks and I study that. Okay, you can follow this approach, and DS is important. Do first 75, then 150, then 350. Okay, so next question is, what is the role of Spring Boot playing in AI related stuff? Okay, I think Spring Boot just launched one AI module. Okay, but there is not yet development is going on related to AI. Okay, next question is, I'm a Java developer. I have like 4.5 years experience. I have like four LPA only. I want to switch between new company. Can I ask for 12 LPA? Okay, so asking a package, okay, as my point of view, asking a big package is all depend on you. Okay, so if you want like 12 LPA package, if you want like uh 18 LPA package, you need to study with respect to that. Okay, so yeah, you can ask 12 LPA package, but whatever companies are asking, whatever companies are giving like 12 LPA package. Okay, so you need to study like what is the expectation of that level of companies. Okay, Vikram and Shailesh, you need to add something on this.
Yes, absolutely, Rahul. That we have to upscale our skills and technologies, logics, then we can ask for the big package also. Because that is totally depend on us to how we can crack the interviews, how we can present ourselves in front of interview, and there are more stuffs are there.
Right, right, right.
Correct.
Vikram, you need to add something.
Yes. So basically, you need to research for the market size, and then you need to study how much interview questions are important are there. Everything is available on the internet. You just have to search for the right stuff and right to go.
Yeah, right. Okay, so sixth question is like, sir, I'm having 1 year Java experience. Okay, and I am planning to switch to a new organization. So DS is required. Yes, again I am saying DSA is required, because your um, first step, first level of interview is a DSA. They share you HackerRank test, they share you hacker Earth test, or when you appear for level 1 round, they give one DSA questions or a Java stream related questions. So DSA is important, but again I tell you, don't give more weightage to DSA. Okay, divide your topics with respect to weeks. Okay, and give specific weightage to particular section. Okay, if you are fresher, okay, then your DSA weightage is 70%, and your development weightage is 30%. If you are like mid range experienced person, then your DSA weightage is like 50%, and the development weightage is like 50%. And if you are experienced person more than like 7 to 8, then your DSA weightage is 30%, and your development weightage is 70%. But still DSA is important. Why? Because DSA play very important role to filtering mechanism. Okay, so like for example, one opening over there, and in that opening 1000 people applying. Okay, so how HR filter a specific list. Okay, so they have very good mechanism, which is DSA. Okay, so DSA again important. Okay, yeah, that's question from mind. Vikram, you can go ahead with full stack development section.
Yes, Rahul. Thank you. Great explanation you have given.
Thanks, thanks.
I hope it will helpful for everyone. Okay. So, hello guys, I'm Vikram Joshi. Let's start with the questions. How to become a Java full stack developer? Okay. So basically, everyone is, let's say, people are experienced person. Some people are working for the front end and they want to become a full stack developer, right? Some want to start from the basic. Then that's okay. You can study the front end little bit. Okay. There is a HTML, CSS, and basic bootstrap modeling. Then material design. You all of these things you need to cover. Okay, and then you go for the backend side. You check whether you are very good with the object oriented programming. Okay, then study some basic core concept of Java. Okay, and also even if you are from the Java side and you are not aware about that much front end side, study little bit of JavaScript. Okay, same HTML, CSS you need to study. Okay, and then you decide whether you want to choose Angular or React or Vue.js. There are multiple options available for the front end side. You can choose anyone from that. Okay, so the next question is Angular versus React, which is
I think I want to add one thing in this.
yes,
Basically,
please.
JavaScript as a front end, JavaScript. If you know a JavaScript, you can switch any framework like Angular
Right.
or React. Okay, so I think like we need to first complete a JavaScript stuff and master in
Yes.
any one framework like Angular. And as a company requirement, we can switch any framework. Like if company required a React stuff, we can go for React. If company required like Angular stuff, we go for Angular, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you. The next question asked is Angular versus React, which is the best for 2024. Basically, there are two packages right now in the market, boom. Okay. So it is not the competition between Angular versus React. Whatever you feel comfortable, like you think that you need more security and stuff, then you can go for the Angular and React. Whether you want a speed and performance, you need everything to be move very fast. That time you can choose React. If you have time, I will suggest you study both of them because both of required when you are joining as a full stack developer. Sometimes people may want you to switch from React to Angular or Angular to React. Okay, so basically the core knowledge of JavaScript and TypeScript, you can study that, and then based on that you can switch from the one framework to both. Okay, so yeah, and then the next question is, can we switch on Angular from React? Yeah, I have just answered that question. You can switch. Okay, then the next question is, hi, I have one doubt to know I have one doubt. I know Angular, so I want to learn which one good, Node or Spring Boot. Okay, so if you are started from JavaScript only and you are not having that much knowledge of Java, then I will suggest you study Node.js. Okay, even mean stack developer and one stack developer are giving good salaries. Okay, so you can go for Node.js. But suppose you are having some basic knowledge of core Java and you are comfortable with Java also, then you can choose to go for Spring Boot. Okay, so Rahul, you want to add any point in this?
Yeah, Vikram, you're totally right. If you are like come from like JavaScript background, okay, that
Right,
time
right,
Node.js is easy for you to understand. Okay,
right.
and if you are a fresher, okay, and you are enough time, like if you are a third in
Yeah,
engineering or fourth in engineering, you are enough time, you can study Spring Boot and Java. But to studying a Java and Spring Boot, it take like more than like 4 month
right.
or 6 month. Okay, and if you are good in JavaScript, you directly go with Node.js and start your journey. Okay. And as per your experiences going, okay, you can switch any framework. Is There is no
Right.
any dependency study this stuff and this stuff. Okay. It is important to start your journey, okay, and gain more experience, right?
Right. So
Yeah.
basically, you need to study more from the core side than framework side, right? So you must know what is the object oriented programming, how to make your folder structure, all of this top level designing structure you must know. Then you can switch from any framework to any framework, right? So to become a developer, you must know everything. Yes. And the next question is, I am a web developer. I want to learn Angular. What to do? Yeah. So if you're a web developer, I'm sure that you are already aware of HTML and CSS, some basic knowledge of jQuery, Ajax, and everything you might play on these things, right? So learning Angular is bit easy. Like you need to directly start from creating one project. There are some basic commands. Angular website is giving very nice documentation, we can say. Okay, you can go there, try with the hello world and go with one more page and do one more page, then study what are the routing, then study how to make a services in that, how to maintain our sessions in that. Okay. Then after that you left some time, you can study some advanced concept like what are the pipes, what is the RxJS. Okay. And yeah, done. I think that much knowledge is enough, and then you prepare for the interview questions and answer. And once you join in the company, you have lots of time. You will get to learn over there as well. Okay. So I will suggest just keep learning, and the progress will go on. So yeah. So that's all from my end. I will hand over it to Shailesh.
Yes, yes. I hope my voice is audible to you.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Actually, nice explanation, Rahul and Vikram. Actually, I hope this explanation is very much important and useful for the other freshers, like a developers, like a freshers and experience also. So let's start with my questions. First question is how to become an Android developer. Okay. So for developing an Android application, so we need to first start with the Java language, because not whole stuff in Java language, but we need to understand the OOPS control, object-oriented programming structure concept is there, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. We need to know how a little bit idea how they are working, how actually the class is going to be extends with the other class, the interfaces are there. We have to little bit idea of all this stuff. Then we can go for the collection is a very much important part. Okay, how array list, linked list, then set, then maps are working, how iterators are working. So we have to know all this stuff. After that we can absolutely, yeah, we can go for the Kotlin language. Kotlin, inside the Kotlin language we can learn lots of things. Scope functions are there. Then there are other stuffs are there, means the in Java we use if else or switch statement, but in Kotlin we have when statement. Then ranges are there are so many things are there. So we can go ahead with the Kotlin language. After that, after completing Kotlin language, means we have enough experience in Java as well as in Kotlin. Then we can start learning for the Android. Inside Android we can start for the activity fragments, services are there, brokers, receivers are there. Then we have to gain a little bit knowledge in all this stuff. Okay, then we can go ahead for the create one application. For application like a, let's say an contact application is there. Okay, inside the contact application we can create a list of, so we can clear part about the recycler view, how recycler view is working. Then we can create a one form. Then inside that we can do the CRUD operation, like we can by API call we can create the form, then edit the form, then delete the form is there. So yeah, we can create a small application like with the contact application. We can check in our phone default contact application, and then we can start implementing that. After that, after completing all the stuff, we need to check for the architecture pattern. This is the one of the very important factor in Android development as well as the interview perspective also. MVVM is there, model view model is there. We need to check the MVVM stuff. MVP is there, model view presentator is there. After learning this thing, we need to go for the clean architecture is there, which is the advanced steps beyond the MVVM. So yeah, so these all steps we need to prepare for the Android application development. And one of the main thing, there is a no directly deep into the each and every step. There are so many steps in Android development. Firebase are there, work manager are there, but we need to have the little bit idea about each and everything, and we need to implement first all these things, because without implementing the application, we didn't get any idea about how the applications are working. Okay, so
So
let's
right,
go.
means you are saying like as a fresher, okay, if I'm a fresher, I'm like work, I'm college student, and I need
Mhm,
to start as an Android development. So
mhm,
with the theoretical stuff, we need to do a practical also. And one thing I need to add on in this, I
mhm.
observe lot of students. They purchase one Udemy course, or they watch one playlist on YouTube, and they create a same project like this, okay, like simple code
Mhm.
operation, okay. It is good for initial study point of view, okay. But when you know the basic stuff, okay, you need to develop some project with your own ideas, okay.
Mhm.
And in that own ideas you can implement various stuff, okay. In the Android, one topics over there, in that topic, like we are maintaining whole record in our mobile database, right?
Yeah,
SQLite
yeah.
over
The
there, okay.
SQLite is there and room is there. So
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
can store into that. So there is a no need to directly go on for the API set. We can insert the data into the SQLite also. Yeah.
yeah. So you can study one theoretical stuff like SQLite, and try
Mhm.
to implement that in your project. For example, if I learn SQLite today, so I implement some logic, like for example, when user logged into a system, we receive JWT, okay. I will
Mhm.
do that. I store that JWT in my SQLite database, okay. So
Yeah.
in that way, we add one thing, like for example in Spring Boot, our Spring Boot mastering project, and in our Spring Boot Angular mastering project, what we did, we think one business logic, like blogging website, and in that blogging website we add multiple things like caching over there, okay, then validation over there, JUnit test case over there. Then we run our application using Docker command, okay, and run then implement monitoring and alerting, like Prometheus and Grafana. So you can study the theoretical stuff and implement all in your projects. So when you giving an interview, okay, so that time your project is not same as other candidates. So for example, if 10 students were there, okay, they did a same course from Udemy or YouTube, what they did, they did perform a same code operation, okay, and present to interviewer, okay. So when I'm taking interview, that time what happened, Are has this project is like copy paste projects, okay. So
Mhm.
that is not added advantage in your interview, okay. So create your
Yes.
own idea, create your own project with your own idea, and add multiple tech, technology and features in your project. Yeah, Shailesh.
Yes, yes, absolutely, Rahul. There are so many people are do one example and give it to the interview, and the interview means at that moment we have to prepare our own application and gives the own example. That's actually liked by the interview. Mean they always looking for a different example, not repeating the examples and all this stuff. So yeah, so actually your point was correct. I also gone with the all the stuff they're giving. People are giving the same example like a
Right.
car, and there are so many examples are there, but we need to
Yeah.
prepare for our own example. That is actually correct from the interview purpose also.
Right. And I suggest all our DevByte School community member, if you are studying our mastering Spring Boot course and mastering Angular course, study the whole technology all features which we cover, and create your own project with your own idea, okay, and push whole code in a GitHub and share with us in our Telegram group, okay. We will review that, and if there any improvement is there in your code, we will suggest you that also. Yeah, Shailesh, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, so go ahead for the second question, which is which one is better, hybrid development or a native development for Android development? Yeah. Yeah, which is one of the very much important question. And currently, the hybrid applications are so much boom. When I was started at that moment, the native applications are boom, like the Android application, Android native application, and iOS native applications are boom. But after that, the Flutter is come into the market, and React Native is there, and there so many other Xamarin was also from so many years are there. So as per my understanding, hybrid as well as native both are important. Okay, uh, it depends on how the what is the exact business logic is there. If my application or if my business logic is comes into the hybrid development, then definitely go for the hybrid development. But if we are looking for the native performance, the actual performance, and if you are working on the Bluetooth like stuff, Wi-Fi, then there are other location like stuff, then yeah, we have to go for the native development also. uh, if the if you are fresher, then I suggest you to first go with the native development, because inside the native development, Android native development, you will learn lot of things are there. The work manager is there, recycler view is there, then other steps like a different example we can create, then we actually get an idea how application is working. Okay, and then after that you can go ahead for the hybrid development by using the Flutter language, React Native is there, or there are other like iOS development we can do. Okay, in the industry, suppose if you have the 5 to 7 years of experience, then you should have command of hybrid development also, because companies not asking for what you know. Okay, you know the native development, you know the hybrid development, they can give you the project as per the experience or as per the business logic. Okay, so we should have an idea about both, because we are the developers. Okay, we cannot say that I'm only do this stuff, I'm not doing this stuff. This is a not necessary. Okay? As per the industry, like full stack development is there. Okay, so inside the full stack development, we need to know all these things. So inside the mobile
Right,
development, it is like a full stack. We need to know how hybrid applications are work and how Android development are. If you gain a lot of things, you have the lot of idea about that, then you can go ahead for the API development, because after the 10 to 12 years, you go ahead for the tech lead position. Okay, so at that moment, you need to know how the actual things are working. Na?
right,
So
right,
yeah, this is not a clear answer. Yeah, but you can start learning with the native development if you have an confusion in your mind, and then go for the hybrid development. This is a necessary. Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah, Rahul,
So
Vikram,
yeah,
you have to
yeah,
add any points. Yeah.
yeah. It's all depend on companies. Like a company have less budget, they
Correct. Correct.
go
Yeah.
for native development. If a
Native,
company
yeah,
have
hybrid development.
good budget, they develop specific Android application on like Kotlin and Android stuff, and iOS and the whole iOS stuff. Okay, but they have less
Yes.
budget, they build one code for Android and iOS. Okay, it's all depend on the company budgets and company decision. Okay, business decision.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct. Yeah.
you need to focus on building your improve your logic building skills. Okay, with that you need to focus on uh, one thing, which is like you need to ready for do whatever company requires. Okay, now a chat GTP and AI coming. Okay, so the in chat GTP, if you say to chat GTP like build REST API for me. Okay, chat GTP like give whole code to us. Okay, so it is important to like you need to understand like now industry required the developer which have knowledge about multiple skill set, and they are ready to develop any application. Okay, yeah, Shailesh. You can go ahead.
Yes, yes, absolutely,
We,
Rahul. Yeah,
mm,
there
yeah.
are company budget decides which application they need to create. Yeah, they if they want native development, then they actually the budget is so much high at that moment. But this depend on the business logic. Yeah, so we go ahead for the third question. Is Jetpack Compose better than the XML design? Yeah, absolutely. Jetpack Compose is very much hot topic in the native Android development. We need to know how the Jetpack Composes works, how we can create the layouts in there, how we can create the design. Okay, but the XM is also important because suppose you are doing a job and inside that job the application is already created like in 2015 2017. At that moment Jetpack Compose is not there. At that moment XML design we created the designs like by using the XML designs. Okay, so inside that we need to know how linear layout is working, constraint layout are working, then relatives are retail layout is working. So we need to have a little bit idea about XML design also, because without old stuff we cannot go ahead for the new stuff, because yeah, because this is not, we never know that inside the company which code business logic means which code is there. Okay, so we have to go for the XML design. We need to know the little bit stuff as per the development wise. But we can go ahead for the and Jetpack Compose is always better than XML design. Yeah. So
Okay.
the last question is how to switch to backend development from Android developer. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, yeah, the actually good question. I have no idea why the people are going to backend development after the Android developer. If it is a package wise, then there are so many companies are there in market like Dream 11 there, Paytm is there, Ola, Uber like companies are there that are giving them actually more than 50 lakhs offer into the Android development because of the right skill. Okay, so yeah, and the second is the people are curious. I mean, as per my understanding, the people are always curious that we have to depend on the API. Okay, API gives the data, and then we will work on all this stuff. Okay, so curiosity about is there, that how the APIs are working, how they are fetching the data, how giving to us, how the pagination is actually working. So yeah, inside this we can do the actual job into the Android developer. Why? Because at the end of the day, the peoples are and the users are always see the front end, like a web is there and the Android applications are there. Okay, so they have no idea about what is the backend. We need to present our application in front of them. So Android development is actually good if you are focusing on and you are seeing a bright future inside that. Yeah, the Rahul and Vikram, if you have any, you want to add any points inside the questions?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think this
So,
question, the person is not clarify the proper question.
What is,
If
yeah, but that
yeah,
question actually comes into the most of the people's mind.
I
Yeah.
right, right.
want to add on this question. Like, is there anything like full stack? There is a full stack developers. So, is there
Mhm.
anything like the developer who develop Android and backend also? Is there any concept like that?
Yeah, actually, there is a concept inside that. We can, in the first one, as I said, if you have in the experience of 5 to 7 years, then you can go ahead for the API development. Because how the logic are building, you can take the Spring Boot is there, Java by using the Spring Boot and Java. You can get the Python Django is there to create the APIs. Okay, so yeah, you can, and other stuff. If you don't want to create the APIs, then you can create the Firebase storage there. Inside that, you can directly use the cloud storage. You can use the MongoDB also to directly maintain the cloud storage. So there are many things are there to handle this stuff. But switching the career after some point of time, actually, as per my understanding, we need to gain the expertise in this single, because we actually not learn all these things and that is not required in MNC. You need to focus to the one role and you need to give your 100% dedication for that role. Okay, so yeah, I guess the user's mind the question, and this is the actual right question that comes into the so many people's mind. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Means if you are if you think about like package perspective, so yeah, Android, you can stick to Android, and learn new things and upskill yourself, do some DSS stuff, and you can switch your company and get a good package. If you think as a learning perspective, yeah, you can study a backend. For example, if some startup company over there, they don't have a good budget, okay, so they need an Android developer who is a good in Android part, and
as well as in
like
development, API
yeah,
development part. Yeah.
average in a backend stuff. Okay, so if you have that both skill set, then it added advantage you in your resume or in your interview. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
as a learning point of view, you can go and study that.
Yeah, and I
So
think we, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Vikram, go ahead, please.
it's always better to have a secondary skills, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Right, right, right,
Yes, yes, always, always. Yeah, we need
right,
to learn all this stuff because as per after the 12 years, after the 15, we have to go for the manager level and tech lead. Then so many people ask so many questions and never know who can ask which questions. So we need to know a little bit idea about all this stuff, but expert is in, you have to into the one is
right,
in the Android developer, is in into the backend, is in into full stack, is in into web. So expert is into one, but you have to idea. We need to work on all this because our development world is exploring. We need to explore different things, and at that moment we can learn and we can stick to the actually this journey.
right. Why expertise required? One of the simple answer: if I tell ChatGTP to give me a code operation, ChatGTP give me the whole code operation in like 2 3 minutes. Okay, so uh, if I'm expert in something, and if I'm doing some stuff, okay, that ChatGTP don't know. For example, if I ask ChatGTP to give me Spring integration, okay, so ChatGTP don't have idea about Spring integration stuff, and I try with play with ChatGPT with multiple stuff, so I observe that if you are expert, okay, then you use the ChatGTP to improve our productivity. But that isn't master is important because ChatGTP not yet solved the complex things. ChatGPT is solving the simple things like improving your grammar stuff, or give you a code operation of APIs, or find something important for you doing, like you need to do some research or R&D stuff. Okay, but if you're asking a complex question to ChatGPT at a coding level, ChatGPT not able to answer that. So
Yes,
in
yes,
IT industry, expert is more important now. Okay, as compared to the person who's like doing everything. So yeah, you're telling very right. Like if you're doing Android, do expert in that. If you do a backend, become expert in that. Okay, if you do a full stack, be an expert in a front end or a backend. Okay, and you need to use a chat GTP now
yes,
for
yes,
2024.
absolutely. Yes, very true.
Yeah,
Actually, I agree with your point
yeah.
because the ChatGPT is not giving the exact answer for the exact. There are so many glitches are in ChatGPT. I never knows that the ChatGPT take the word, but yeah, expertise are always there. Okay.
Okay, if you give my example, uh, it save my around 70 to 60% time. Okay, because lots I if I want to do some R&D regarding any stuff. Okay, so I directly ask in a chat GTP, I need to do this. Okay, you need to prompt in a right way. Okay, uh, in a chat. Okay, and previously it's take time. I we need to go to Google and search all those important top 5 websites and study the whole top 5 website, and uh, uh, take a right thing what we want. But now chat GTP over there, in a fraction of second they give everything to you. I just tell like in a DevByteSchool, where we are developing our DevByteSchool website, I just tell like uh, take this YouTube API and just give me a um, get API where I retrieve all those playlists. Okay, so ChatGPT give whole code in like 1 second, and just copy that in my Spring Boot project, and everything is ready. Okay, it's take me like 30 minutes to 20 minutes to develop a two APIs. Okay, so if if you are a developer or a fresher, you're not using chat gtp for your daily development or daily work, I suggest you to use that. You to add something, Shailesh and Vikram.
Yes, yes, absolutely, Rahul. Actually, we need to use a chat GPT and we have to prompt correctly, then it can give the answer correct way. Because we need to search into the before chat GPT, we are searching for the Stack Overflow's answer, and we have to give most of time for the searching and all the stuff. But in chat
Right,
GPT, if you prompt correctly, then we can get the answer correctly. Yeah.
right.
Yes, yes.
uh, yeah, that's it from today's session. Okay, so all to all viewers, okay, if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, I highly suggest you subscribe to our channel and click on bell icon, so whenever we upload a new video, you get a notification of that. Okay, on a next week again on a same timing, we come alive. Okay, and answer all important questions you have. So join our telegram group, okay, link in the description, and we share one google form over there. Fill that form, ask the questions, okay, and we will try to address all your questions. Okay, so till then, best of luck for your interviews, best of luck your preparation. Okay, if you have any questions, you can directly ask in all videos. We will try to address that. Shailesh and Vikram, you to add something?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Best of luck, student, for the interview preparation. All I guess now the market is now have we have getting the different interview calls. Now the market is, I guess, this stable. So we need to prepare and we need to go for the good package always with it. Yeah.
Yeah, Vikram.
Yeah. So I just wanted to best of luck to everyone and study well. Don't get overstudied. Just be a smart and do the study only thing that are required. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
thank you so much. Thanks,
Yeah. Thank you.
Shailesh, and
Yeah.
thanks, Vikram, to giving your important time and join
yeah.
the session. Okay, best of luck, everyone. We will meet on next Sunday. Okay, same time, 9 p.m. Till then, happy coding.
Yeah. Happy coding. Yeah.